again today, another disastrous witness for the prosecution. The prosecution witnesses, they're like Trump witnesses. It's absolutely amazing. She totally failed in court today. She came in with Stormy Daniels came in with this snarky, stupid stripper, low class attitude, coming in joking like it was a big funny thing. And all the reports from inside the courtroom is the jury was not impressed with her. Just a complete disaster. First of all, does anyone believe Stormy Daniels had sex with Donald Trump? Does anyone really believe that? I mean, come on. Give me a break. You know, this story in the Daily Mail, Stormy Daniels testified about the alleged encounter they had in a hotel room when they met at a celebrity golf tournament. All Stormy Daniels has is that photograph with Trump. How many people have taken photographs with Trump? How many people have you taken photographs with? What does she have other than a photograph? And, you know, people that are, she's been a stripper since she was 17 or something, it came out today. Strippers are sex workers, okay? They're, most every single one of them is also a prostitute. Porn stars are sex workers. And in the stripper, porn star, sex worker industry, there are a few things that increase what they get paid, okay? And to become a headliner at a strip club, if you've had sex with celebrities, it increases your value at the strip club, okay? So so many strippers and prostitutes and porn actresses and Playboy bunnies, they all make all these huge stories about celebrities they've had sex with because it makes them more sought after, interesting, and valuable, and they become headliners at the strip clubs. I mean, that's just the way it is, okay? Strippers and porn actresses and other sex workers have been making claims of sex with celebrities forever, okay? That's just part of the game. And it's just something that happens. I mean, you know, just because they took a picture together at a celebrity golf tournament, they've built this whole false narrative around that. Are you kidding me? You know what I haven't heard anybody talk about is how did she get into that golf tournament? How did she end up getting a picture with Donald Trump? Let's go through some of this. I mean, what happened in the courtroom today was just a complete disaster. This is in the Gateway Pundit. Stormy Daniels, it says here, the corrupt judge whose daughter took $10 million, right? Mercan, he agrees with Bragg and Biden's attorney saying that Stormy Daniels has credibility to testify. She has credibility? Are you kidding me? Even though she's repeatedly denied such an affair over the years. Now, she said she didn't want to sign this statement that she made, okay? And I'm going to retweet this again. I've tweeted this many times. The statement Stormy Daniels, she claims, Stormy Daniels, that she did not write that statement where she said she did not have sex with Donald Trump, and she didn't want to sign it. If you read the statement, there are two things in this statement that show that she did write it, and I'm going to read it. Excuse me, guys. I've been up since like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to read through the Stormy Daniels statement that she claims she didn't write and prove to you that she did write it. Okay, it says, official statement of Stormy Daniels dated January 30th, 2018. To whom it may concern. Over the past few weeks, I've been asked countless times to comment on reports of an alleged sexual relationship I had with Donald Trump many, many, many years ago. The fact of the matter is that each party to this alleged affair denied its existence in 2006, and now here's the first tell, although it's not the biggest one. There's a big typo with the years. Listen to this. The fact of the matter is that each party to this alleged affair denied its existence in 2006, and then instead of 2011, it says 2011. 2016, 2017, and now again in 2018. So Michael Cohen, who's this big shot lawyer for the Trump Organization, supposedly had his office type this up, and instead of 2011, it says 211. I don't think so. She goes on, I'm not denying this affair because I was paid hush money, as has been reported in overseas-owned tabloids. I am denying this affair because it never happened. I will have no further comment on this matter. Please feel free to check me out on Instagram at @TheStormyDaniels. Thank you, signed Stormy Daniels. So she claims she didn't write this, and that Michael Cohen wrote it and talked her into signing it. If Michael Cohen wrote it, forgetting about the insane typo that he would have corrected, why would Michael Cohen be promoting her Instagram? Oh, I need sleep. I gotta get sleep. Why would Michael Cohen be promoting her Instagram? Right? Please feel free to check me out on Instagram at @TheStormyDaniels. Why would he include that? It makes no sense. The only person that would include the Instagram plug is Stormy Daniels. Right? Who else would include the Instagram plug? Check me out on Instagram at @TheStormyDaniels. Give me a break. That Instagram plug at the end, it to me is 100% proof positive that Stormy Daniels wrote the statement, not Michael Cohen or anyone else, because no one else would promote. What would be the point of promoting the Instagram? The only person that would want to promote the Instagram is the person who has the Instagram, and that's Stormy Daniels. And it also shows she's trying to use that to make money because she wants to be an Instagram influencer like Kim Kardashian. I mean, the statement right there it's absurd. Beyond the fact that she signed the statement saying she never had sex with Donald Trump, okay? And there's no doubt in my mind she wrote the statement. And I was very surprised. I didn't know, maybe some others did and I missed it, but I didn't hear anyone today point that out about the statement. Did you? Or did I miss it? Yeah, you know, when someone is being blackmailed, they're not the criminal. The person doing the blackmailing is the criminal. So in this whole instance, she's the one that should be on trial for extortion. But the promotion of the Instagram is proof positive that she wrote it. No, nothing was said. No one missed anything. She said nothing. Okay, she went up there and said nothing. She had nothing, just rehashes of her interviews. Okay? Please. Did they verify the phone numbers? And you know, the Gateway Pundit had reported about 6 weeks ago that she had had an affair with Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen could have given those phone numbers to her. She said he called her like once a week. Come on, give me a break. Who believes that? These, you know, the judge and the prosecutors, they should be embarrassed, but they're so twisted in their Trump derangement syndrome that they just don't see what they're doing and who they are. They're so consumed with their hate of Donald Trump that they think all this stuff is true, right? Yeah. Yeah, she lied. Yeah, of course she lied. I mean, strippers, porn stars, prostitutes, sex workers, Playboy models, they all lie. It's a terrible life. And, you know, she became a stripper at 17. Women that become strippers are exploited their entire life. They're usually exploited before they go into that life, okay? And they're really abused. Maybe physically, but certainly psychologically. That's why they go into that industry at that young age, because they're abused. Some more than others. And they're in what's called survival mode all the time, which they'll say and do whatever they've got to do to survive, to get through that moment in life. So these are not credible witnesses. And I love how they act in the mainstream media as if she's some credible witness. The best part when she was claiming she paid her ranch off and then said, I meant rent, she's awful. Yeah, exactly. She probably tells everybody she bought it. Who rents a ranch? Very bizarre. Very bizarre. And why does she have a ranch? Why would she rent a ranch? It's very bizarre. You know, it really, any woman who's in a sex worker is a sad woman. There's nothing romantic about it. There's nothing dignified by it. And I don't care if it's a stripper, a porn star, or an OnlyFans person. Anyone who's involved in any type of sex work is a sad person that is a very low moral character and will say and do whatever they got to do to get through that moment in time. That's how they roll. That's it. And I think it is 1,000% the most least credible accusations made, second only to E. Jean Carroll, whose allegations were she couldn't even say what year it happened. So, you know, that was even worse than this. But they're both equally as bad, really. Poor Donald Trump. You know, he's been going through these absurd allegations against him since he came down the escalator. Every single one of them has been disproven, always been false. There's not been one allegation against President Trump that has stuck. I mean, that's, you know, and you know, it's never going to be over. When this trial is over, there's going to be something else. They're always going to be after this guy. Oh, my goodness. You know, it's really sad. We have the most popular person ever as President of the United States, who's just loved by the American people, and these never-Trumpers and insiders and deep staters, they can't handle it. Now, this is CNN. Listen to this, CNN. This story they just posted 23 minutes ago. Trump says hush money case is a disaster for the DA. Of course it is. Donald Trump called the prosecution's hush money case against him a disaster in remarks outside the Manhattan court on Tuesday. This was a very big day, a very revealing day, as you see their case is totally falling apart. They have nothing on books and records, and even something that shouldn't bear very little relationship to the case. It's just a disaster for the DA, Trump said. Trump did not discuss Stormy Daniels while he spoke to reporters. He said he should be campaigning instead of sitting in court. That's right. It's exactly right. Stormy Daniels testified for 3 hours and 44 minutes. She's expected to return to the stand Thursday to answer questions from Trump's attorneys. Before the judge cut her off, the prosecution attorney asked Stormy Daniels whether the text messages between her and then agent Gina Rodriguez and Dylan Howard of the National Enquirer showed that she was trying to sell her story. I was pushing. I wanted to tell my story, Daniels said. Then the corrupt judge cuts off. I'm sorry, that was the Trump attorney questioning her about so the Trump attorney has Stormy Daniels. Trump. I want you to think about what happened. Trump's attorney, the lady attorney, has Stormy Daniels up against the ropes about selling the story, and then the judge, who's corrupt, says he cuts off the Trump attorney and dismisses the jury for the day. He says, "All right, jurors, let's call it a day," just as they have her on the ropes. So now they can spend all night rehearsing her response to that. The jury saw text between National Enquirer editor Dylan Howard and Stormy Daniels' manager, Gina Rodriguez, from 2016. Howard wrote, "I thought she denounced it previously." Rodriguez said, "She said she'll do it under 2 conditions. She doesn't want to go on record about it, but will tell the story through a source. She had sex with him. She wants $100,000. Please. Please. She wants I want $100,000 too, okay? Give me a break. Come on. Now, let me know, yes or no. Do you believe Trump had sex with Stormy Daniels? Give me a freaking break. I'm a big no. No. Extortion, blackmail, bribery, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely, Bobby. Extortion is a crime. Exactly. Extortion, I looked this up just online. I just Googled this. Extortion will at a minimum result in a charge of grand larceny, minimum, in the 4th degree, a Class E felony that carries a sentence of up to 4 years in prison. Okay? 4 years in prison. That's on the lowest level of extortion, by the way. On the highest degree of blackmail, a 25-year sentence can be given in the state of New York. What to do if someone is extorting you? I just did this on Google, right? I know, he's a germaphobe. He's going to have sex, as she said, without a condom. So this germaphobe is going to have sex with a sex worker without a condom. Give me a freaking break. This is what Google says. What to do if someone is extorting you? It's strongly encouraged you contact law enforcement and file a police report. Keep records of any communication or evidence related to the extortion, including phone calls, emails, or text messages. Seek support and guidance from family, friends, and professionals if needed. What's the federal sentence for extortion? For the lowest level, a year. So you know, there's no way, there's no scenario where you don't get prison. This is felony stuff going on here. Yeah. And the way she behaved in court, oh my goodness, like she was having a party. And the reason she was is because she's famous again. She's on the stand. That means she can make some money now, doing whatever she does to make money. I don't know how she even made it as a porn actress. I mean, she's, ugh, right? Exactly. No way, Trump is too germophobic. Absolutely. That's right, Sarah. Liar, liar. Liar, liar. That's right. Pants on fire. Nose as long as a telephone wire. What a joke. You know, it's so sick what they're putting President Trump through. You know, the misspelled years, yeah. I mean, you know, all President Trump has ever wanted to do was make America great again. And what do they want to do? They want to put him in prison for doing it. Making America great again is a crime. You know, it all boils down to the same thing. President Trump is not part of the establishment. They can't control him, okay? They tried to control him. They sent Comey in with the fake Russian dossier. He threw it on President-elect Trump's desk and said, this can either go away or we can investigate it. And he said, get the hell out of here. Okay? So with that Russian dossier that Hillary Clinton's campaign paid for was an extortion attempt or blackmail, whichever you want to call it, against President Trump. Oh, please. I don't think she's attractive at all. I think she's gross. She really is. I mean, come on. There's nothing attractive about her. And her stories, I like this bullcrap story that she went in there, he was in these silk pajamas. Oh, you're wearing Hugh Hefner's pajamas, you know, does Hugh Hefner know? Go change your clothes. She tells him to go change his clothes, and he does it. Oh, yeah, he's taking orders from Stormy. Does anyone see Donald Trump following orders from Stormy Daniels, telling him to change his clothes? And then she has this BS story that she's told so many times that he had a magazine in his hand with his face on the cover, and she took the magazine and spanked him with it. Give me a freaking break. Her story is so outlandish. The only people that believe that are the hardcore stage 4 Trump derangement sufferers and people that hang out with strippers that are stupid. That's right. I mean, give me a break. Oh, go change your clothes. Does you have to know you're wearing his pajamas? Oh, okay. And he goes and does it. Give me a freaking break. Monica should have told them none of their business. Well, Monica Lewinsky made the mistake of confiding everything, and they were recorded. Trump derangement is strong on MSDNC. Absolutely. Hey, England. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. This is where MAGA comes to talk. And this is the most pro-Donald Trump place you'll find, not just on YouTube, but anywhere. I promise you that. Absolutely. There's nothing there is nothing that one of the witnesses has offered since this whole sham criminal trial began that has done anything but clear Trump even more. I always will believe Trump. I mean, you know, they got, and wait till they get the other girl up there, McDougal. That's going to be a disaster too. They just can't see straight. They just can't see straight. They don't get it. Are you an actor? You've got an actor looking, I think you mean face, not phase. I watch quite a bit of television. You look familiar. Well, I don't know. You may have seen me around. Trump would never touch someone, especially like Stormy, with all the germs. Exactly. No way. There's no freaking way. That would be the dumbest thing he could possibly do. And I like how she said that he didn't wear a condom. Are you freaking kidding me? You know, here you got a married germaphobe, okay? You've got a married germaphobe, and they want us to believe that he had sex with a sex worker without a condom. That's not even credible. It makes no sense whatsoever. No one believes that. Even on MSDNC, they don't believe it, and they know the case is falling apart. They just continue to say that it's a big deal because they hate Trump and they want to bring Trump down. You know, and the prosecution says they need 2 or 3 more weeks for witnesses before what? This case is so weak it should be dismissed already. Sex workers aren't Trump's type. Absolutely, Mike. No doubt about it. You know, and even someone who's a married man at that level is not going to have sex without a condom with a sex worker or someone they're screwing around with, because if they get pregnant, you know, that's a big problem for a rich guy. I mean, everything she said was absurd. There's nothing about anything she's ever said that would show anything other than Donald Trump is telling the truth. He's a germaphobe. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink. Yeah, exactly. His brother died from really being a drinker. Well, Clinton's a sicko. He's a pervert. Trump's not a pervert. And he's not really married. That's a fake marriage that him and Hillary have. You know, I keep asking myself, do you think the prosecution, yes or no, knows how weak this case is, or do they think they got him? And I'm not talking about having a liberal jury that could go guilty just because they hate Trump. What I mean is, do these prosecutors think that they've laid out a real solid case that a regular jury would bring a conviction on? I can't imagine them thinking that they've delivered strong evidence here. Every single witness has been weaker than the one before. It's hard to think they made a case. They know it's weak. Yeah, they're trying to slow him down. Optics. Exactly. Plus, they're banking on having corrupt jurors, you know. And if they get a hung jury, it's possible it could be a hung jury with one holdout, but that holdout could be the one who wants to go guilty, you know. Don't assume if they get a hung jury that they all want to convict except 1 or 2. It could be the other way around. I mean, even if you hate Trump, like a lot of New Yorkers do, and a lot of New Yorkers love Trump, so I wouldn't assume just because they're New Yorkers they hate him, but you really would have to be an evil person to go guilty on a case like this. You really would, wouldn't you? Absolutely. It never ends. It never will end. Donald Trump will be dealing with this even after he's gone. You know, when in 50 years, when he passes away, the Democrats are not going to allow him to lie in state, okay? If a Democrat is president then, they probably won't go to his funeral in 50 years. Now, That's it. I mean, they're never going to leave him alone. There's no doubt in my mind she wrote that statement, plugging her Instagram and everything. Give me a break. No freaking way. I wish they were showing this on television. If they thought this case was going to make Trump look bad, it'd be on television. Now, why do you think he closes his eyes in court? He's not sleeping. I think he's bored and he's meditating. My wife is where I got the meditating from. She thinks he's meditating, and I was watching today the photographs. I think he's meditating and thinking, I can't believe this bull crap. Politicians would not be able to hide behind a label or people. I think it's just meditation to get through it. Like, I can't believe this crap I'm going through. This is ridiculous. Sometimes he's just looking down. Yeah. It's really scary, though. It really is scary that they can misuse the justice system so illegally, so openly. You think he's trying to conserve his energy? Mm-hmm. He's addicted to Diet Coke? Yeah, I like Coke. Not Diet Coke, though. I'm not a big Diet Coke fan. Or Coke Zero. The regular stuff. Coke Classic. If I thought that these witnesses were hurting Trump, I'd tell you. I really would. I love Trump. I would tell you. They got nothing. It's still illegal if you don't get caught. You just didn't get caught. I have not had a Mountain Dew in a long time, but I do like Mountain Dew. No, this is... sad. Now, the documents case, Judge Cannon, the Trump-appointed judge here in Florida. No, I'm home. I'm on my back porch. Judge Cannon has vacated the May 20th trial date and is unable to set a new date with so many pending pretrial motions, she said today. So that case is getting put off. He could be praying. I don't know. I don't think he seems worried, though. Do you think he seems worried? He's annoyed. I think it's more annoyed than anything else. Is it hot? I don't know. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low
It's 85.
degrees.
Yeah, 85 degrees. That's not hot. Don't say 85. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 85 degrees.
Yeah, 85 here.
Tonight, expect a low
Yeah.
74 degrees.
Plus I have a fan on. Oh, that's the perfect temperature. 85. It was hotter earlier today, I'm here to tell you. Oh my goodness, was it hot. He's frustrated because he's losing out on campaign time? Maybe, but this is campaign stuff. These trials are part of the campaign. And it's helping him. So, the trial may be helping him more than doing rallies would. I don't know. It's hard to say. But the trials are waking up a lot of people to how corrupt the government is. And that's helpful. There's the MAGA train, the Trump train, is so much bigger than it used to be. People don't like in this country the justice system being misused this way. It sickens people. It scares people. I think it obviously it's good for us. But now, Nikki Haley. I was watching some of the clips I'm sorry, not Nikki Haley, Kristi Noem today. I talked a lot about the dog, and then she had that thing about Kim Jong-un, and she's just a disaster. She's just a disaster, and I better find out now before she got the nomination. So I'm glad we found it. There's still a place for her. She's all right, but she screwed up with that book. Oh my goodness, did she screw up with that book? It's amazing. These people spend their whole lives getting themselves prepared for these things. And then they do one thing and all their 30 years of hard work is out the window. Oh, it's definitely waking people up. You know, the trial is bringing more people to the Trump train than the rallies would. The rallies are preaching to the choir. The lawfare is waking up people that have not been on the Trump train before. You know what I mean? So the trial could be better than the rallies in many ways, especially if they come back with a guilty verdict. Then it'll be that's the worst scenario for the Trump haters. There's really nothing they can do to look good in this. No matter what the verdict is, it's gonna be bad for them. It's amazing how he's so calm, you know, and goes out there talks to the press for a few minutes here and there. It's amazing. Who could do that? No, mortal people can. He is not a mortal man, Donald Trump. He's just not. Well, listen, guys, I got to run, but if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, and don't forget to catch me in the morning. I'll be taking live calls, all right? Thanks for watching.